Hotel Echo Lima Lima Oscar. Good evening from Southeast London, England, from your host, your guy himself, the one and only and truly DLG repping, otherwise short for Delhi London Gooner Space Romeo Echo Papa Papa Indigo November. And what a fantastic day it was. No, let me rephrase that. Yeah, what an excellent day it was at the Craven Cottage for the Gunners. Complete control. So again, welcome to another match review from myself again, and I am delighted to talk about a football match that we controlled yesterday from the start to finish. The only question is, why didn't we win 6-7-0? My lord. So before I get into the ratings, which includes the players and the management and the ref, etc., make sure you show me love, joy, and respect, and show me the thumbs up like button for me, yeah? Smash the thumbs up like button for me, yeah? Do that in abundance. On top of that, yeah, do make sure that you share this channel virally all over the globe, especially amongst your friends and your relatives. If you're watching myself and this content for the first time, yeah, I welcome you on board, yeah? Salute. Just make sure that you share this channel amongst your friends and your relatives, yeah? Let's keep this channel growing big. And on top of that, yeah, do encourage either your friends and relatives to share it amongst their friends and relatives, yeah? If that makes sense. Also, the comment section. I would love to hear your views of the game, your opinions, your experience, if you've been to the Craven Cottage for the first time. I want to hear about your wonderful experiences. Leave it in the comment section below, yeah? And lastly, help me by smashing that sub button for me, yeah? Left, right, and center, gloriously but passionately, yeah? The aim is to go for 1,000 subscribers by the middle of this year, maybe middle of this month alone, middle of this year, or the end of this year. Get subscribing to the channel, yeah? Smash the sub button for me, left, right, and center, gloriously but passionately, yeah? Let's get to over 1,000 subscribers and above, and then we can dream of big things, yeah? Other than that, I am a delighted gooner, as you can tell by the smile on my face. From the first 20-odd minutes, which I missed the first half hour, but looking at the highlights, you could see Arsenal were on top. And then I've watched the last 50 minutes and the first 25-odd minutes. But for me, it's a shame that I didn't watch it fully. But looking at the game and looking at the highlights, you could see Arsenal were in control. You know, Martinelli had a goal. Martinelli was put clear through by Granit Xhaka. Each curling effort saved by Leno, but rebounded off Robinson. But the goal was chalked off because Martinelli was offside. However, we responded minutes later. In-swinging corner by our man of the match, Leandro Trossard, and Gabio dos Santos Magalhães rose up above any footballer on that pitch and nodded our first goal of the game. And, you know, that set the tone. And as for the second goal, well, a masterclass in passing, control, movement, you name it, it was a masterclass and well finished off by Gabriel Martinelli. Good header at the back stick there. And that made it 2-0. Leno and the defence had no chance, but the defending from Fulham's part was appalling, very poor. But the third goal itself was all about the confidence of Martin Odegaard. And yet again, Leandro Trossard, as he assisted the first and second, he assisted the third. That's 3 assists since I think the last Arsenal player to assist 3 and more was Santiago Coffola at Wigan, at home to Wigan. when we won 4-1 and relegated Wigan to the Championship. I think that was the last Arsenal player to create assists, or maybe Mkhitaryan on Aubameyang's Arsenal debut. But nevertheless, he got the 3 assists. Martin Odegaard definitely deserved to be on the score sheet for me. He was brilliant in that game. And nutmegs on display from our club captain, our number 10. That being said, the only danger that we faced was an in-swinging corner. Adedero, tossing Adebayo, whatever his name is. He's thumped the header against the crossbar. Or was it of Mitrovic? One of the two. They've got up together and thumped the crossbar. But other than that, we were worthy of a 3-0 win. So let's get into. Should we get into the player ratings? Just remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. So in goal, Aaron Ramsdale. Then he made a cock up for a Fulham opportunity in that first half. But that being said, he's always like that because if Arsenal are cruising, he wants to make the extra difficult pass from the back. And that's due to the fact that he gets bored at times. But other than that, he had to make a good save from Declan Overreed in the second half. 7.5. Well, I'm going to give him a 7. Aaron Ramsdale. Benjamin White, he looked his usual self, bombing forward, overlapping Bukayo Saka at every given opportunity to give Bukayo Saka that one-on-one opportunity. Defensively, when called upon, he looked very solid. I'm going to give him. I'll give him a 7.5. William Saliba. What can I say? Read the game well. His ability to pass the ball from the back, second to none, and he was always comfortable with the ball at his feet. That being said, 7.5 for him. Gabriel dos Santos Magalhães. Not only did he rose well to get our noses in front with the first goal from an in-swinging corner from Trossard, but he was solid when called upon, and he made a couple of good tackles, and was so comfortable with the ball at his feet as you expect from an Arsenal player. All-round display, yeah, very good. I'm going to give him a 8. Alexander Zinchenko, brilliant. Again, very comfortable with the ball at his feet. His ability to spot a pass out of nothing and to thread a ball through for an eye of a needle. He is so brilliant, and he is the complete mentality monster in the dressing room, in the whole entire squad. You can see that mentality. Plus, the attacking 6, you'd think the left back should be part of that back 4, but Zinchenko, when he goes inside, he adds an extra body into the attack, and you can see what Mikel Arteta sees in him. And Tierney, to an extent, he is unlucky not to get into the starting 11. But for me, I'm going to give Zinchenko. I'm going to give him an 8. Right in the midfield, Thomas Partey, terrific. Dominated the midfield from start to finish. Interceptions, forward passes to the better players like the Sakas, like the Martinellis, the Trossards. He was immense. He just covered every inch of that, every inch of the blade of the park, should I say? What a display from Thomas Partey! I'm going to give him a 9. Martin Odegaard, again, led by example. When he doesn't have the ball at his feet, you can see the intensity, the hunger, and the fight, and the desire to press from the front wins his tackles, and with the ball at his feet, he was so fantastic, producing nutmegs at times, and you think, wow, this guy's got such ability on the ball and such ability with the ball at his feet, should I say? Absolute 9 out of 10 performance. Granit Xhaka, my goodness, I don't recognise the Granit Xhaka from 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. This is a new Granit Xhaka. He's running with the ball, driving Arsenal forward from an offensive point of view. He's coasting with the ball with confidence. He's playing with a different level of confidence for me. The guy should have had a goal for himself when he was put through with a cute pass, all but he was in two minds when he should have just tapped it first time past Leno, make it 3-0, but Odegaard did that job instead. But other than that, he's been brilliant. He was brilliant yesterday, and he's been brilliant throughout the season. With 11 games to go, he'll be an integral part of our team. I'm going to go 9 out of 10 for Granit Xhaka. Let's go. Let's start with the front three. Bukayo Saka. You can see why Mikel Arteta took him off, and Mikel Arteta was right to take him off in that game because he faded out. But other than that, brilliant. He was brilliant again in patches of the game. And whenever Saka had the ball, you could sense that he was going to make something out of nothing in terms of Arsenal scoring a goal or in terms of him beating the man. He did that exceptionally well. I'm going to give Bukayo Saka an 8.5 out of 10. Now, on the other side, Leandro Trossard, excellent. 3 assists, should have got 2 goals. He was absolutely brilliant yesterday. The way that he took on his man, the way that he takes on the wing backs. I like the way he's direct, the way that he's running at defend the wing backs with immense a level of confidence. I give him such high praising. I'm going to give him a 10 out of 10. Well done, Leandro Trossard. That's the most you'll get out of me. Let's go to Gabriel Martinelli. Got his goal. He looked his usual self, and that is a massive boost for us and a massive boost for himself. Looked very dangerous running at defenders, and for me, that pace of his was a big problem for the Fulham defence. 9 out of 10. Now let's look at the substitutions that came on. Reece Nelson came on, showed glimpses of himself. He showed glimpses of what he was doing at Sporting Lisbon, and played some neat passes. Just made sure he never gave the ball away. He looked like he was out there to impress. I'm going to give him a standard 6. Kieran Tierney, I think he came on for Alexander Zinchenko. So yeah, defensively didn't have much work to do as such. But for me, just came on to give a balance to the defence. Standard 6. Gabriel Jesus, wow. The Arsenal fans went wild in celebrations, in jubilations, just by seeing Gabriel come on for the first time in an Arsenal shirt in 3 months. And, could have had an Arsenal goal, but the defender thwarted him. But other than that, he looked sharp. He looked hungry. I'm going to give him a standard 6. Who else came on? If there's any other substitution, if there was another substitute that came on, leave it in the comment section below, please. Just remind me. But other than that, brilliant by the Arsenal again. Brilliant football. And Mikel Arteta, well, you can look at the bench was strong. The starting 11 was strong. I felt I felt he was right to take off Bukayo Saka in that second half because he looked tired. He looked like he was fatigued a little bit, and that's what made him struggle a bit. But take nothing away from Arsenal. They were brilliant from the start to finish, and Mikel Arteta's implemented a philosophy, and he's implemented an identity, and it showed yesterday. And the lineup was spot on. So you know what? 10 out of 10 for Mikel Arteta. The referee marks out of 10. Well, let's see. He allowed the game to flow. There wasn't a bad tackle as such. I think Martin Odegaard got a booking. I'd like to see that back. But other than that, he allowed the game to flow, and the attention wasn't on him as much. Well, hardly on the referee. So let's give him a 7. The Arsenal fans, absolutely magnificent. 10 plus they get from me. 10 plus. Their voices were heard all throughout the game. From start to finish, they were terrific. They have been absolutely terrific all season, especially the away support. And equally as home as well. So you know what? Full marks to them, and long may it continue for the rest of the season. I'm going to give the 10. As I said, I'm going to give the fans a 10 plus out of 10. So that concludes my player ratings. If you agree with them or not, you know where the comment section is, yeah? But always a pleasure to do ratings with you Arsenal fans or football fans alike. If anything, yeah, it'll be another there'll be another preview on Wednesday for our game against Sporting Lisbon. So tune into that. That being said, ladies to the gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls, thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching and saving the best to last. Thank you so much for putting up with me, as you always do. More to the point, look after your friends. Do look after your families. Make sure you look after yourselves. More peace, more love, more blessings again, as always. DLG repping, you know that we're going to chat again, yeah? And another thing, yeah? Just remember, please always be nice. I do mean be nice. Cheers.